How do you know when to walk away from a project? Hey, it's Matt Haycox here. And today I want to talk to you about something that every entrepreneur faces at some point. How do you know when it's time to walk away from a project? Now, the entrepreneurial gladiator is taught to never give up, to fight, and just by persevering, you will always eventually succeed. But depending on the situation, that is not always true. Quitting is one of the hardest decisions you'll ever make. Nobody wants to feel like they're giving up, but sometimes the smartest move is to cut your losses and to refocus your energy. So, how do you know when to stay the course or when to call it a day? Let's break it down. Number one, when the numbers just don't add up. Look, let's start with a cold, hard truth. If the numbers don't work, neither will the business. Ask yourself, are you constantly losing money without a clear path to profitability? Have you sunk so much money into this project that even breaking even is a financial impossibility? A key sign is if the financials don't support long-term sustainability, it might be time to walk away. But the problem is that business owners are fantastic at living in denial and kidding themselves that next month will be better. And listen, I've been guilty of this in the past myself too. Looking at a business that is digging a bigger and bigger hole, no workable plan to get out of it, no team capable of delivering on the plan even if one existed. I know it's a blow to the ego. It's the crystallization of a major financial loss. But the right answer is to cut and run before the losses get so big that you may never get the chance to try something else again.
Hey, Matt Haycox here. Now listen, if you've been enjoying this business advice, you need to check out my podcast, No Bollocks with Matt Haycox. This podcast, it comes out nearly every day. We get 4 or 5 episodes a week and we talk no bollocks, just the raw, real business information that you need to know. Business information, tactics and strategies that I've learned the hard way over the last 25 years of doing business. I've made the mistakes and I've lost the money, so you don't have to. So check it out, No Bollocks with me, Matt Haycox.
Number two, when you've lost the passion. Now, passion isn't just a buzzword. It's the fuel that keeps you going when things are tough. Ask yourself, are you dreading working on this project? Do you find yourself procrastinating or avoiding tasks that are related to it? Because if you no longer believe in the vision or you feel excited about the work, you're really going to struggle to put in the effort needed to succeed. Ask yourself, if this wasn't my project, would I still be interested in it? And if the answer is no, it might be time to let go. Number three, when the opportunity cost is too high. You will undoubtedly have heard before that time is your most valuable resource. Every minute you spend on one project is time that you can't be spending on something else. So ask yourself, is this project preventing you from pursuing more promising opportunities? Are you stuck in the sunk cost fallacy, continuing just because you've already invested so much? If the potential upside of sticking with this project is smaller than what you could achieve elsewhere, then it's worth reconsidering if you really are doing the right thing. And again, you are not alone if you're in this position. I have spent months, probably years if I'm being honest, pursuing projects that just sap my time and keep me away from things that would have been a much, much better use of that time. But we make excuses to justify it, but that time is never ever coming back. Number four, when it's affecting your health or your relationships. Now look, no project is worth sacrificing your well-being or your relationships. So have a look at yourself and ask, are you constantly stressed, anxious, burned out? Are you neglecting your friends, your family and your health because this project's consuming so much of your time and your energy? If the project's taking a toll on your mental health or your physical health or damaging your relationships, it's time to step back. Remember, success is not just about financial gains, it's about living a life that's fulfilling and balanced. Number five, when the market isn't there. Sometimes it's not you doing something wrong, the market just isn't there for your business. Maybe it's too soon and the world just isn't ready yet, or maybe the market will never be there because you've been kidding yourself that something you want is actually a problem that other people want a solution to. So ask yourself, have you validated demand for your product or service? Are you struggling to get customers despite your best efforts? Because if the market isn't responding and you've tried every reasonable pivot, it really might be time to move on. And there's no shame in realizing that the timing or the demand isn't right. Remember, even massive companies like Google and Amazon have shut down projects that didn't resonate with their audience. Number six, when you've exhausted all options. Are you pivoting endlessly without results? Have you tried new strategies, partnerships or approaches, but nothing's working? Have you sought advice from mentors, investors or peers and you still feel stuck? If you've run out of ideas and resources, it might be time to let go. Before walking away though, do a final post-mortem. Identify what went wrong, what have you learned, and how can you apply these lessons to your next venture. Now let's look at how to walk away the right way. Because walking away doesn't mean failure. It means making a smart, strategic decision. And here's how to do it the right way. Number one, communicate transparently. Be honest with your team, your investors and your stakeholders. And two, extract the lessons. Write down everything you've learned about the market, about yourself, about your process. And number 3, leave the door open, because walking away doesn't mean it's forever. Sometimes stepping back creates space for a better opportunity to revisit the idea in the future. So there you have it, knowing how to walk away. It's about being honest with yourself. Look at the numbers, your passion, the opportunity cost, and the impact on your life. And if you can make the decision with clarity, you're not giving up, you're leveling up. If this resonates with you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear this. And let me know in the comments, what is the toughest decision that you've ever had to make about walking away?